Hey guys, my name is Ryan,
And I'm Troy.
and we love to break games, specifically our favorite games.
Yeah, including Warframe.
Warframe is a third-person shooter, pretty much sci-fi, alien, space, super ninja thingy, okay?
Yeah, which I'm sure if you're watching this video, you know.
True. It's in the title, most likely. And we're using the two Warframes, Titania and Ivara, in order to break the game.
Yeah, now Ivara's first, particularly Dashwire, allows you to glitch through the map because when you use it, when you hop off the Dashwire near a barrier, basically it lets you teleport above the barrier, which allows you to glitch a lot.
And Titania, due to her fourth ability, which is called Razor Wing, it allows you to fly around as a tiny little butterfly, and it allows you to get to hard to reach places, such as going above and beyond the entire map.
Yeah.
Alright, and today we're trying to break Venus, which is one of the easier to break maps, and we'll be back when we're in game.
So we're now here in game, and we've placed a dash wire right here. So
Yeah, and I'm sorry, what?
it just lets you glitch through the map a lot. So normally you couldn't go even in this area, but with dash wire, it's no hassle.
Exactly. And Titania uses her Razor Wing ability to just fly all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, normally you aren't able to see a random black overlay in the map like this, but you clearly can.
Mm-hmm.
And now if you ever get stuck in an area, Ivara's dash wire will do the trick. Now, I just fell through the map, which doesn't surprise me.
That's always a fun thing to do.
Yeah. Now let's go find a different outside area of the map that we can teleport and glitch on.
Luckily, there is one right here. And I just fell out of the map.
Yeah.
That's one of the few hassles of this, is you can fall out of the map and you say you're like maybe 100 meters away. It's going to be kind of complicated to get back to where you originally were.
Yeah, and if you're infinitely falling out of the map, /unstuck doesn't work either. So
I don't know why they added /unstuck. I mean, it doesn't even work.
yeah,
It's one of the most broken things in the game other than these two frames.
yeah, and about half of the cases it doesn't do anything.
Exactly.
Now that was way too far to try to shoot, but
And if you come over here, you can now see that I'm on top of all the mountains.
yeah.
And you can even go behind, but I caution you because sometimes it won't let you back in, which I think it's about to do now. Nope,
Yeah, and this part is glitchy. I mean, almost half of Ivara's body is in the mountain, and you see, I could just look through this entire part of the mountain.
This is one of the more fun things to do in the game, though, which is kind of sad, honestly. But, I mean, it's fun to break the game. You can't deny that.
Definitely. Now, once again, you're able to see through this mountain here, and
oh my god, you can come on one of these ships.
Interesting.
Come here.
Now, I will try to parkour up there. Meanwhile, this mountain is being extremely glitchy. Apparently, I could just parkour on nothing, though, so that works. Until this happens.
Oh, and by the way, I, Ryan, am not the one recording. This is all Troy. And if you want to friend us on Warframe or on Steam, his name is RexBonZombie, and my name is Folkshay. We'll add captions at the bottom saying how to spell our names.
Yeah.
So.
So, yeah, you can see Warframe's really glitchy.
I mean, you can't really be mad. It's a lovable game, but yes, it has several flaws, and they do patch these flaws every now and then, but these are one of the ones that have stood the test of time, so.
Yeah, and these are actually 2D backdrops that look much better than most do. I mean, on Earth, it's fairly easy to tell that it's fake, but these ones are decent.
As you can see, if you look over the edge of that ship, I'm actually floating, so that's also one of the things. Sometimes there will be a set barrier as the walls, and how high you can go, and I've reached that barrier, so now.
Yeah. Other times it'll just teleport you back though, and it won't work.
Yeah, some maps, they're made with barriers and teleports, which it kind of gets confusing, but it's not super confusing.
Yeah.
And some, they just don't even care and put teleports all the time.
Mars is a good example of that, where you really can't glitch with Avara, or Titania for that matter, at
It's
all.
kind of sad, too, because it's one of the cooler maps, since it's one of the really only maps where you can go outside and stuff.
Yeah, and you see at this level, the Ignis Ray. Okay, at least it wasn't shooting properly.
Yeah. And sometimes guns don't function, like you won't be able to fire. It's similar as to Limbo's Rift.
Yeah.
Where you don't do damage to anything. That's why I like to call this area of the map the Rift Plane. And it's just a fun place to go.
Yeah, right now though, it looks like we can choose, so I mean, if this was a survival, this could work.
We'd run out of life support, but it could work.
Well, not necessarily, because we can always... Never mind, I was gonna say we could fall down and collect it, but clearly not. I'll just float instead.
Once again, there are hassles, that's one of them. You can fall through in some places, and others you can't. Oh, and I just glitched back in.
Yeah, now, for example, down here, at some point it's just gonna let me fall through the map, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like right here, I'm just falling through the map. Warframe gives no fucks.
Let's get going.
Yeah, and it's kind of strange, because you can go up and around the map, but you can't really head down directly. You have to go up and then go directly down.
Yeah, and as you see, slash... okay. Yeah, it eventually teleports you back up, but slash unstuck, even though I derped and typed it wrong, it doesn't do anything. You just remain falling. And that was one of the lucky cases where it actually teleported me back up. In some, there isn't a specific limit where you get teleported back up after you're at a certain negative level on the map, and you just keep falling.
Here's one of the newer tile sets for Venus. If you didn't mention you were on Venus, I don't remember. Don't judge me. But yeah, these are one of the better tile sets because you can actually go outside. And at the beginning, we didn't think you could go outside because it was just all ship instead of, well, landscape. And really, indoors, you can't glitch a lot unless there's an outdoors part. So,
yeah, because there's nowhere to glitch to.
Exactly. I mean, of course you can glitch out of the map, which I'm sure you've done every once in a while.
Yeah, now this is really weird. It looks completely hollow. You can see through it, yet you still can't shoot through it. So
yeah,
that's a thing apparently.
The dash line won't let me get on. Oh wow.
No, that's not gonna do anything.
That's strange. If you come here, you don't see anything but a hologram, and then you hit it.
Yeah, now I can't shoot. If you see, basically, I have the two axe stilettos, or axe stiletto primes I'm holding, yet for some reason I'm also still holding the bow from the ability. So that's a glitch that I'm actually not that surprised to be encountering.
Yeah, it happens a lot, especially with bows. Say if you switch directly from your melee to your bow, or primary, it'll get stuck when you zoom in.
Yeah, and I mean, I can still zoom
Kind of
in
fun.
and glide, but I can't shoot. Now, if I press F, it still finally fixes it. Well, sort of. See, you can switch to your melee, or your primary, and it still won't work. Now, your melees always will work, but so now my weapons are basically broken for the rest of the game. I can't use the one anymore, or at least the dash wire won't work. So that's.
And now I'm glitching out of the map. That's always fun.
Yeah. Now, since I did use the arrow, it should work now. Yeah, it does. Anyways, is this hollow? Or no, it's actually not hollow right there. So we can likely glitch.
Yeah. I mean, that's also another hassle, is some places don't glitch properly, and they create weird barriers where they're just random and they shouldn't be there. Like, they honestly weren't put there by the devs or something. Not devs. That was the wrong terminology, but...
Okay, now, I'm just going straight through this because it's non-existent. This is an example of a non-existent texture. So there's just nothing here. It basically helps the game run more smoothly. But I'm not going to be able to jump on it anytime soon, or shoot it, or anything of the sort.
The reason they have those is because, once again, this is a huge game. One map alone is bigger than the GTA 5 map entirely.
No, it's not, but...
Some of them can be. Some of them can.
Earth gets close.
Yeah, Earth gets close. I'm sorry, that was a mistake on my part. But, and they're huge, so if they created the entire thing, it would just crash your computer most likely, unless you have a really good gaming computer.
Yeah, now, Titania, basically, I'm not using her, but even if Folkshay tries to fly to one of these outer towers, he won't be able to because it'll teleport him back by the time he would get there.
Plus, it's not actually existing. Those are all just backdrops.
Yeah, it's the same as... Well, the mountains in the distance are backdrops, but the actual towers are just non-existent textures like you see here.
Exactly, they're just added. Like, for God's sake, they could be with Google Paint, for God's sake.
Yeah, you see when I shoot here, it's leaving bullet holes. But when I shoot here, the bullets just go through. So...
Yeah.
That's a way to tell non-existent textures apart from existing. Now, this one does exist, but you can fall through the back.
Yeah, it's just...
And glitch out of the map even further. Now, once again, if I type slash unstuck,
it won't work.
It actually kind of works. I mean,
wow, that's
I got teleported up just because of, yeah, it sort of works. But a lot of times when you are in the bottom of the map and type slash unstuck, it'll just glitch you into a wall. So that's a thing.
Oh, sure. Oh, no. Yeah, no problem.
Anyways, I think we've broken Venus enough.
Yeah, and come back next week for...
Whenever we decide to post a video.
Exactly, for a fun hack, or breaking, on Lua.
Yeah.
Alright.
And we're also going to do one on Earth, and it's going to be one that only works during the night cycle. But stay tuned for that.
Yeah. Alright. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.